Hi, I'm Bobo. In this week's recap, all eyes were on yesterday's policy address as the government eased property cooling measures. Among the changes, the government shortened special stamp duty to apply to homes resold within 2 years instead of 3 years. Whether this will revive the housing market remains to be seen. Nonetheless, many hopeful developers are set to launch new developments. Among them are KWA, Wheelock, and China Overseas, co-developing the Phase 1 project of KT Marina on the Kai Tak runway area. The first price list was released for 208 units yesterday, covering 1 to 3 bedroom units. Discounted prices start at 5.75 million Hong Kong dollars and about 19,800 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. This is 6% lower than home prices for Henley Park, another new project that was released nearby 4 months ago. Looking at developments in Kai Tak, it's been over a year since any new projects were launched in the runway area. The last one was launched in September of 2022. This was Wheelock's Miami Key 1 development. Its first batch of 130 units was launched at an average price of 22,452 Hong Kong dollars, with prices starting at about 5.2 million Hong Kong dollars for a studio flat. KT Marina will be developed in 2 phases with 2,138 units total. Phase 1 comprises blocks 2A, 2B, and 2C, which offer a total of 1,017 units. Among them, 2-bedroom layouts were the focus, accounting for more than 55% of the units. A small number of flats will also come with podiums or private rooftops, and the project is set to be completed by the end of March 2025. There are currently over 2,000 unsold units in the runway area, despite the developer putting them up for sale at low prices. That said, after partial relaxation of cooling measures, sales for the Kai Tak runway area could be revived, so we'll have to wait and see. Next, developed by Emperor International, show flats for the South Sky development in Aberdeen opened yesterday, with prices to open as soon as today. Units will be put up for sale within the month, following the announcement of the policy address. Meanwhile, to clear inventory, Sun Hung Kai Properties will be relaunching 410 units of Novoland's Phase 2A project in Tuen Mun and 200 units at University Hill in Tai Po. Additionally, Yoho West, located above Tin Wing Station in Tin Shui Wai, is expected to be launched as soon as the middle of next month. Just before the policy address and in the absence of large-scale new project launches, the first-hand market remained quiet. About 24 first-hand transactions were recorded over the 3-day weekend. Among them, Sino Group's One Soho project in Mong Kok reduced prices by up to 13.5% before increasing the discount rate by up to 28% last week for 12 units. Finally, on Saturday, 4 units were sold for about 20,000 Hong Kong dollars to 23,000 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. Meanwhile, the second-hand market saw a rebound as buyers entered the market over the long weekend. The city's 4 biggest real estate agencies recorded between 5 and 12 transactions for the city's top 10 blue-chip housing estates, marking a return to the double digits. Despite an increase in second-hand trading, however, homeowners continue to sell at low prices. We can see this in a transaction at Discovery Park in Tsuen, where one home sold for under 8 million Hong Kong dollars, a first for the development this year. This was a 3-bedroom apartment from Tower 6, a mid-rise unit measuring 610 square feet. With an original asking price of 8.2 million Hong Kong dollars, the flat eventually sold for $7.5 million at $12,000 per square foot, at an 8% price reduction of $700,000. Compared to other low-rise flats, prices here are actually on the lower end. Since the owner bought the flat at 4.45 million Hong Kong dollars in 2012, they still made a profit of 3.05 million Hong Kong dollars. During the 11-year holding period, the flat appreciated by 68%. Next, Mantin Heights in Ho Mantin recorded another 7-digit loss. The unit sold was an upper-floor 2-bedroom flat in Block 10 of about 539 square feet. The flat sold for 10.6 million Hong Kong dollars at nearly $20,000 per square foot. The original owner bought the unit in 2017 for about 13.8 million Hong Kong dollars and lost about $3.2 million, marking a price drop of about 23% during the 6-year holding period. Next, one buyer entered the market to get ahead of the policy address announcement. This was a mid-rise 3-bedroom flat in Block 2B at the Pavilia farm in Tai Wai. Measuring 663 square feet, the buyer offered to pay 14 million Hong Kong dollars for the flat. However, the flat was eventually sold for 14.13 million Hong Kong dollars at about 21,000 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. According to agents, the buyer had previously placed an unsuccessful bid for another unit at the development, hence why they were willing to fork out an additional 130,000 Hong Kong dollars. The original owner was an investor with 3 apartments at the Pavilia farm. They decided to sell one of their flats on the eve of the policy address and planned to sell the remaining flats after the policy address announcement. They had bought the flat in 2020 for 12.9 million Hong Kong dollars. Therefore, although the final price was 1.07 million Hong Kong dollars below the owner's asking price, they still booked a profit of 1.2 million Hong Kong dollars, and during the 3-year holding period, the unit appreciated by 9%. That's all for this episode. See you in the next.